Hello YouTube and welcome back to My Handmade Lifestyle. I'm Patty and I go by Patty Mac Knits everywhere online. And today I'm going to share with you my, we're just going to call this video my top 10 favorite kitchen gadgets. Yeah, there's really more than 10, but I whittled it down to the 10 that I use the most, and I'm going to show those to you today, and let me know how many of the same gadgets that you also have and use, or if you have different favorites. I'd love to hear. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel and hit that little notification bell before you leave today. Leave me a wonderful positive like. This is a positive channel. And yeah, let me know what gadgets you love, because from what I understand, based on the Facebook groups and other channels that I watch, kitchen gadgets are a favorite thing amongst those of us who cook. So let me know what you love too. Okay, let's get into the video. The first thing that I did was I just kind of got everything out, and I laid everything out on my stovetop just to give you like an overview of some of these favorite things. And one of them is sort of over here off camera, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So there's the overview, and let me get set up and we'll talk about each piece individually. First up, this is one of my top 10 favorite gadgets because I use it every morning to make my coffee. And this is like a, I guess a lo-fi pour over coffee maker thing. I don't know. I got rid of my Keurig because it just took up too much space and I wanted the room, so I got it out of here. And I also found the coffee pods to be very expensive. So I switched over to this thing, and basically it's two parts. So you have this part, and this will sit down on your mug, and then this you fill with the coffee, and you pour your water and it drips down through, and the coffee comes out the bottom here, and you get like a fresh brewed cup of coffee every time you make your cup. And I've seen like really fancy ones where they're like, I don't know, they've got these like delicate glass necks on the brewer, and they use all this organic paper, whatever. This is reusable. It's a fine mesh screen. I got this thing at Bed Bath & Beyond. I used my 20% off coupon, and it, you know what, it works fine for me. So if you haven't tried a pour over coffee maker thing, whatever this is, I highly recommend it. Next up is my kitchen scale. I love my kitchen scale. I use it constantly. I know that a lot of people are not really into the whole metric and grams for measurements and stuff, but oh my gosh, you guys, this is a life-changing way to cook, and I swear by it. I switched over to using the kitchen scale, I would say a couple of years ago. The first kitchen scale I got, it came as part of a knitting package I got from Knit Picks. Like I got my yarn swift and ball winder and yardage measurement thing, and it included a scale to weigh out yarn, and I realized that was also just a regular food scale. So I tried weighing food to really get a handle on what I was consuming, and then I started using it for measuring out in my baking, and I have never gone back. So if you haven't tried using a scale for baking, oh my goodness, I can't recommend it highly enough. Okay, my third favorite thing is this Mandoline. I love having a Mandoline for slicing vegetables. I use it all the time because I cook with a lot of onions, and onions, you know, they're kind of a mess to slice. And with this thing, I just set how thick I want it. I usually have it on the 1. That's your safety mode. Maybe we should put it in safety. And you know, you're just run your vegetable back and forth. This is the easiest way to slice up your veg. I use it for cucumbers, for carrots, for all kinds of stuff, and it is fabulous if you're making like big salads or whatever. So if you've never used a Mandoline, highly recommend this. My next favorite kitchen item is a square wooden spoon. Oh my goodness, if you have not tried the flat bottom wooden spoon, goodness gracious, because see what you can do? You can literally just scrape the bottom of your pot, and this is fantastic. And you can see this one is well loved. When I deglaze a pan, this is always what I reach for because it gets every little bit of the frond up, and it's just delicious. And I hope I use the right word for that because I sound fancy and I don't know if I'm right or not. I hope I'm right. Okay. Anyway, flat bottom wooden spoon. It's the best. Next up, one of my favorite kitchen gadgets is these cookie scoops. Oh baby, these things are the best. Now they sell them as being like little bitty ice cream scoops, but you can scoop everything with these. Oh my gosh, they're fabulous. I use them for cookies mostly, and the reason I like it is because I can get consistently sized cookies when I bake, and if they're all the same size, they'll all bake the same, and that's what you want when you're baking. You want everything to be consistent. And I swear by these things. I think I saw them on the Rachel Ray show, and I love them. I've never ever gone back to just using a regular spoon again, and I actually have these in several sizes, so I highly recommend these cookie scoops if you haven't tried them yet. Okay, I love pizza. I just love it. I eat it all the time. I can eat it until I'm sick of it and then take a day off and I'm ready for it again. I just love it, and I make a lot of it. So naturally I would have a pizza cutter. And this thing gets a lot of use. I swear by it. Yes, you can use a regular knife. It's not as nice of a cut. And you can also use these if you're making something with pie dough or a tart or something that you need to trim. This works with any dough. So I highly, highly recommend a pizza cutter if you don't have one already. It's well worth it. This item is more of a specialty item, and I picked this up at a Pampered Chef party years ago. And to be honest, that's where I also got the Mandoline, which I told you earlier. I love that thing. I also love this. And what this is this is a snipper with 2 blades, and it's on the safety mode now. So let's take it off the safety. I'm gonna need 2 hands. And so you just put whatever in that on that bottom scoop, and you just snip, snip, snip. And it is the best thing. I love it for cutting up grilled chicken. I love it for cutting salad. It is super, super nice. It just does beautiful cuts. And I use this quite a bit. I honestly use it more in the summer than in the winter, but regardless, I do love this thing. But I don't know if you can get it in a regular store. I think it's a Pampered Chef exclusive, but don't quote me on that. If you know otherwise, please share in the comments. I only know that's where I got it, and I do like this thing. This is another specialty item, and I got this somewhere online. It's basically a replica of a vintage ice cream scoop, and I love this thing. And you can see it's got that square edge on it, which is so nice for scooping and really getting down into things. And this is from the Suzy Q brand. Bring it in so you can see it. I don't know if she still has products available or not, but I can tell you This thing is so well made and so beautiful, I expect I will be able to use it forever. Yeah, it just makes ice cream that much more fun, and I love using it, and it gets right into a super hard brick of ice cream and gets it into the dish where you can enjoy it. So yeah, really fun ice cream scoop. Highly recommend. This is a brand new item. I just got this. It was on sale with QVC. And, you know, it's one of those things where they send you 2 of them. So I've got 2 of these things. But what it is a knife sharpener. And, oh my goodness, another one of those life-changing things. If you don't have a knife sharpener, I highly recommend getting something. What this one does is, I don't know if it'll do it on this wood or not, but you hold it in place and you clamp down in the back. Now it needs to be on the corian. Anyway, if it were the corian, you would clamp it down, it would stay put, and then you're going to first run a blade through here, and then you're going to run a blade through here. So this is like the rough sharpen, this is the smooth sharpen. And then on the side, you can sharpen your scissors. So I tried this out with my main knife already, and holy mackerel, it's wonderful. So yeah, get more life out of your knives with a knife sharpener. I'm expecting to go through and do all of our blades because it made such a difference. So there you go, knife sharpener. My last item, okay, admittedly, it looks a little bit grody. I probably need to do a special clean on it. And when I figure out and try that, I'll let you know about it. But for right now, let's just enjoy the silicone baking mat. This thing is wonderful. It came with the pan, and this was another thing I got at Bed Bath & Beyond with a 20% off coupon. I like having a baking tray with a lip. You can do a lot of things with that. But this silicone baking mat is wonderful. It is well worth having a couple of those in your kitchen. I make cookies on this. I also bake my pizzas on it, and it works really great. So silicone baking mat, and I would just go ahead and add that just get the set that comes with this nice heavy duty rimmed baking sheet. You will get lots of use out of it. Those are my top 10 favorite kitchen tools in terms of this video. Anyway, there's so much more, but we'll limit to 10. Those are things that I really like. I use them all the time, and I highly recommend that you add them to your kitchen lineup as well. Let's be honest, cooking can be a lot of work, and I am all for things that are going to help me to get that food made quicker and easier, and those things really help me. So I thought I would share them with you. That's today's video, and I sure appreciate you watching. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.